Good evening, viewers. Welcome to today's news edition. Before we go to the news in detail, let's have a glimpse of the headlines. NDA government lifted 25 crore people out of poverty in the last 10 years, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. KHADC is exploring the possibilities to approach Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for financial assistance. Delimitation Committee should be able to complete its task within the stipulated time, says Deputy CEM Pinchngan NSAIM. Power Department is working to see as far as possible they will not go for load shedding, says AT Mondal. And Brijesh Tamta, Sagar Jakhar and Sumit reached semi-finals of ASBC Asian Under-22. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and senior BJP leader today said that people are witnessing the difference between 10 years of Modi government and 60 years of Congress rule. Addressing a public meeting at Madha in Maharashtra, he said that while Prime Minister during the Congress rule chanted the phrase Garibi Hataenge, it is the NDA government that lifted 25 crore people out of poverty in the last 10 years. Modi said that in 2014, there were about 100 irrigation projects that were struck for decades, and the NDA government has already executed 63 of them.
जब यहां के कद्दावर नेता दिल्ली की सरकार में थे, तब सरकार ने देश के किसानों से सिर्फ 7.5 लाख रुपए की खरीद की थी। 7.5 लाख करोड़ की। आज 10 साल में 20 लाख करोड़ रुपए की खरीदी हमने करके दिखाई है। कहां 7.5 लाख करोड़ और कहां 20 लाख करोड़। महाराष्ट्र के दलहन तिलहन किसानों से 16,000 करोड़ रुपए की खरीद हमारी सरकार ने की है।
The Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC is exploring the possibilities to approach the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs MOHUA for financial assistance of the areas falling under urban local bodies. Talking to reporters, KHADC Deputy CEM Pinchngan NSAIM informed that the areas falling under the urban constituencies like Pinthor Umkra, Maukhar, Laban and Lat Umkra are no longer eligible to avail funds from the Ministry of Panchayati Raj or Ministry of Tribal Affairs, informing that they are not able to upload proposals from the urban local bodies in the eGram portal. SAIM informed that the portals only accept proposals of only the areas falling under the jurisdiction of the Rural Local Bodies RLBS or Community and Rural Development Block.
Finance Commission ni ha banrut lengba ki Ministry Council ni hangni namar bangindon ka Ministry kerpang nagabanta ki Ministry Council mangi ha baka Home Ministry tingi ha banlay lengba ka Ministry of Panchayat tindang submit ka babun ki scheme lengba ka Ministry of Panchayat hakane ka igram swaraj ka bangi ha ban upload ka portal kan accept bait tangi krishnang ki badan haki Senate block. Kadamot itu ki local rural bodies ka igram portal swaraj can accept.
The Delimitation Committee, which is tasked with the responsibility to reorganize the 29 constituencies of Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC, is likely to submit its report shortly. Talking to reporters, KHADC Deputy CEM Pinchngan NSAIM said that from what he understands, that the Delimitation Committee will submit its report shortly. According to him, they should be able to complete its task within the stipulated time since they had sought extension for 6 months. Meanwhile, he said that the Executive Committee will have to discuss and study on the report once they receive the report from the Delimitation Committee.
Saya tak lagi suatu jangan very soon kita submit mau syada executive committee. Oh ini nama bagi lapan negara juga akan ika raya juga nama dari extension lapan ba lakum ndung nai nga iskan bakin pendek apa ndung nai lapan. Katang mau evi katang supaya ka report naga Delimitation Committee ngap syom daka executive committee ban page ya report juga Delimitation Committee dan kami saya ban discuss mengulang yang tai kalau the report dan ngap ban kollega house ban place ya ka house.
Meghalaya Power Minister A.T. Mandal yesterday said that the state has not gone for any load shedding as of now, and the power department is working to see as far as possible, aiming to provide an uninterrupted power supply as mandated by the Chief Minister. The Power Minister said, like last year, the rainfall is delayed in the state. Admitting that there are shutdowns because of maintenance work, he said there is gusty wind which create problems. He, however, acknowledges that till now the state has sufficient power as the state is trying to avoid load shedding as early as possible.
Now we are trying our level best to see that we don't go for any load shedding. But as all of you are aware that our major source of electricity is from hydropowers, state-owned hydropowers, and this depends on the rainfall. This year also, like last year, the rain is a little bit delaying, and we are just hoping that it should land in Meghalaya maybe in next a couple of weeks, and if that is the case, then hopefully we will not go for any load shedding.
Power Minister A.T. Mandal said the work involving the retrofitting of the Omam Dam and spillway bridges is likely to be completed by June end. The load restriction till June 30th will be 4 metric tons only, and vehicles up to 12 metric tons only will be allowed to ply after June 30th to ensure the bridge's long-term safety and structural stability.
See, a tentative time we told earlier that it may go till June. So we are expecting to complete by the month of June.
But
if unforeseen some problem comes, then I can say it is too early to say that it will go beyond June. We'll be reviewing it soon also.
The Jantia National Council, JNC, on Monday has urged the state government to relocate the BSF checkposts from East Jantia Hills. At the same time, the JNC also has asked for the strengthening of the police infiltration check gate in the district. While speaking to reporters after meeting Deputy CM Priston Tinsong, JNC President S. Lingdo said that after a series of incidents reported from across the district regarding harassment caused by BSF, which have evoked criticism from various bodies. According to him, these incidents required immediate removal of the checkposts by BSF from places like Sonaperdi, Umblo, Dona, where BSF has set up their mobile camps.
Deputy CM ibalong ru kajukapor kumi Home Minister bani keran halor kene kajinga te nakanyang Deputy CM ila itu yangi haba kajing sha nakanyang ka state government kila de bansna ya kata ka district coordination committee ka state government hi kala aibor ya kene ki deputy commissioner jong ki district bapar bandandar na kata ka coordination committee hakaba ki he jong ki BSF ki bodan apa kato kathain ru kene ban dan apa kata committee ba kunju ru kiran ba shnong.
Today, around 2 a.m., 2 vehicles were set ablaze at the police reserve of Salidi Colony in Juwai. The vehicles involved were a police bus with the registration number ML021873 and a gypsy ML106030 belonging to an individual who works as police personnel. The gypsy sustained the most damage, with nearly 90% of the vehicle burnt out, while the bus only caught fire at the front. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, with possibilities including arson by unknown perpetrators or other factors. Different parts of Meghalaya for the last few weeks are witnessing several devastating fire incidents due to prevalent dry weather and strong winds. Meghalaya Fire and Emergency Services Inspector General Francis G. Karshiying said that the fire incidents are occurring due to dry spell of weather coupled with strong winds. He, however, stated that the fire and emergency services are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that they respond to each case swiftly. Lamenting that traffic jams are the biggest challenge for them as they quickly respond to such emergencies, he added that a proposal for modernization of fire and emergency service is being worked out by the government, which will further improve their effectiveness in dealing with emergency situation more swiftly.
Yesterday there was a fire in Bishnupur where a transformer caught fire, and the fire was raging, and had the fire and emergency service not attended it in time, there was huge chance that the fire could have spread to various parts of Bishnupur. Fortunately, I was available at the spot, and I immediately spoke to the traffic branches in the city and informed them of this fire, and asked them to clear the traffic immediately to allow.
The Shillong Law College Women's Cell of the Internal Quality Assessment Committee IQAC organized a street play to raise awareness about violence against women and gender-neutral laws as part of the Diamond Jubilee celebration. The play was held at Shillong's Dhanketi Point and featured college students performing various acts to educate the public on these important issues. Dr. Wanri Shisha Dakhar, convener of the Women's Cell, and Dr. Marina Lini Karshiying, Vice Principal of the college, along with other faculty members, were present at the event. Speaking to reporters, Dr. Karshiying emphasized the significance of gender-neutral laws in promoting a more balanced social and living standard.
Well, we can only say that why women are being abused in spite of having various important rights, beautiful rights which we have. And the only reason responsible for this is the lack of awareness. In fact, each and every woman, not just women, each and every citizen should be well aware of what the rights which they have. And even if in case their rights are being violated, infringed, then of course we have the law. Law is there, which is a kind, of a protective, so to say, instrument insofar as those women are concerned, if at all their rights are being violated. We have the law.
In boxing, Brijesh Tamta, Sagar Jakhar and Sumit reached the semi-finals of the ASBC Asian Under-22 and Youth Boxing Championship 2024 in Astana, Kazakhstan, yesterday. With these victories, the Indian boxers have guaranteed a medal in the youth category. In the men's 48 kg quarterfinal, Brijesh overcame a tough bout against Uzbekistan's Sabirov Seyfuddin, clinching victory with a 4-3 win. After the bout went to review. On the other hand, Sagar Jakhar and Sumit both registered a convincing 5-0 victory in their respective categories. And now the weather report. Maximum temperature recorded today was at 29 degrees Celsius, while minimum temperature was recorded at 17.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 67%, which went down to 34% in the evening. Forecast: moderate rain and thundershower is likely to occur at many places. Before we end this news bulletin, here's a short recap. NDA government lifted 25 crore people out of poverty in last 10 years, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. KHADC is exploring the possibilities to approach Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for financial assistance. Delimitation Committee should be able to complete its task within the stipulated time, says Deputy CEM Pinchangan NSAIM. Power Department is working to see as far as possible they will not go for load shedding, says AT Mondal. And Brijesh, Tamta, Sagar, Jakhar and Sumit reached semi-finals of ASBC Asian Under-22. And that's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in with us. Good night.